You're watching the SCAC Player of the Week interviews. It's week 3 of the SCAC women's tennis season, and today we're joined by the SCAC women's tennis doubles team of the week, consisting of senior Caroline Kutach and freshman Megan Flores of the Trinity University Tigers. And Caroline, Megan, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Caroline and Megan, you and the rest of your teammates are coming off an impressive 2-1 weekend that included a big 5-4 win over Wash U. You picked up a huge doubles point to end that match to pick up the 5-4 win. Just kind of take me through your doubles success this past weekend. The two of you had a 2-1 record together. How were you both able to be so successful out there on the court?
I feel like lots of it, especially during the Wash U match, all the matches around us were really close. So there was never a point where I think anyone really felt down in the match. So just being able to play and feel so competitively on our court, but also feel the competitive aspect from the other two courts next to us really kept us motivated to keep going and to try to get some points up on the board.
Caroline and Megan, you both, as I mentioned, Caroline a senior, Megan a freshman. It's an interesting relationship when putting together a doubles partnership. How has that kind of worked for the two of you? How have you both found energy and obviously Caroline teaming up with a freshman and Megan in vice versa fashion with a senior? I would imagine there's a lot of knowledge that's been able to be shared. What is that relationship like for you, for the two of you?
I think as soon as I got here in the fall, we were getting along well. We were friends pretty much right off the bat, and getting put together as a doubles team was something that really worked for us because we got along well off the court and on the court. So when we're playing together now, it's not so much about how we're playing as much as how we feel playing with each other. I think we always enjoy it, and that definitely helps us play better.
Yeah, and I think it's really fun to play with the freshmen. I didn't know I would, but I just think the energy is different. It's someone who's new, and so it's not as day to day. It's not the same. It's new every day, getting to play with a different person.
What is it about your skill sets that allows this team to have success? Is it simply a combination of the two of you kind of having a yin and yang and having very different skill sets that as a doubles team works? Are you very similar players? What is it for the two of you that seems to be able to find success as a doubles team?
I wouldn't say our styles are completely different, but we do play differently. I think for at least coming into here, I've always played on the forehand side, and Caroline's pretty much always played on the backhand side, so we didn't have to make any adjustments there. But we did have to work a little bit on communicating when we were being aggressive or different plays we had with our serves and our returns. Other than that, we didn't have to change too much about the way that we've always naturally played, and I think that's really helped us get a fast start to when we were playing together in the fall and in the spring.
Yeah, and I think we've gotten really good about when we're playing well, we're both setting each other up really well. And I think that we've gotten to the point where that works pretty much every match.
You mentioned the communication level. Out there as a doubles team, how vital is communication to your success, whether verbal or nonverbal, and how do you continue to get better at that as you play, deeper into this season?
I think it's completely important. It's definitely one of the most important things that we do together. I think if you watch our matches, we're probably laughing 90% of the time. We're just really enjoying ourselves out there, and our communication isn't forced, so it just feels like everything we're saying to each other is necessary and is pretty much free-flowing. Anything that we have planned is because both of us agree on it, so that part of our communication has just always worked out for us.
For the two of you, both Caroline and Megan, do either one of you enjoy more than others, being sort of that front net presence, enjoy poaching, being aggressive, being up there at the front? And if so, what about that do you enjoy that in the part of doubles?
Megan definitely got here right at the start. Definitely has been enjoying it. I think that's why we're such a good doubles team, because she's very ready to be at the net. And I don't think I've always been like that, but I think every single year I'm getting a little closer to maybe by the day I graduate, I'll be able to say yes to that too.
For a new formed doubles team, as you continue to grow and get better, what are some of the things specifically that you're working on to continue to grow as a team between the two of you? Obviously, you're still finding chemistry in this young group, but you've had success already. So what are you continuing to work at together to get better as a doubles squad?
We obviously practice together a lot. I think when we started playing together, both of us were pretty timid at the net because we were more reliant on each other's baseline styles, because both of us were just pretty strong at that even in the beginning. I think as we've started playing more and more together, we're able to trust the other person more. So now we're able to pretty much predict plays from the other person even before the point happens. We know when we're comfortable going for every shot, depending on the pressure of the point or who we're playing against. And I think that as the season goes on, we want to work on that the most.
And finally, to wrap things up, just 2 matches between now and March 20th, so you have some time to continue to grow out there on the practice court. Just kind of from an overall team perspective for the two of you, what are you looking for to kind of take advantage of with some time off for matches? How does this team need to continue to grow and get better in order to, when you return in the middle of March, you're ready to hit the ground running and really hopefully have a very productive second half of the season?
I think still, like right now, after our big weekend this past weekend, our coach has really been focusing on doubles, and that's what we're working on the next 2 weeks in practice before we start playing again. How we can get the best doubles teams out there, so when we go into singles, we could feel a lot more comfortable and go out there and play our games. We've been focusing also, especially yesterday, on playing under pressure. It's just something that when you go out there and you're not the underdog, it's something that you have to carry with you. So how to play under pressure, or how to, I guess, get rid of the pressure when you're playing.
That will wrap up this week's SCAC Player of the Week interview with the Week 3 SCAC Women's Doubles Tennis Team of the Week. Again, senior Caroline Kutach and freshman Megan Flores of the Trinity University Tigers. Caroline, Megan, thanks so much for joining us today, and best of luck as you continue to march forward throughout your seasons.
Thank you.
Thank you.